Hello and welcome to My Man the Maker. Today we're going to be looking at how we might upgrade this kitchen a little tiny bit. It's a very small kitchen, I mean just a little bit larger than maybe a galley kitchen, which is tiny and intended for bachelors. Well, I'm no bachelor, and Mrs. Maker reminds me that every day by cooking me a delicious meal. Problem is, this kitchen's not right for Mrs. Maker. I've already made a few major changes to this kitchen to make it more accommodating to her way of taking care of me. First of all, I put in a dishwasher, and that's worked out pretty good. Keeps the marital home happy and stress-free because nobody has to fight over who has to do the dishes. And I've also put in a far larger cooktop. And what this cooktop does is it enables her to cook me delicious meals. I also fixed the oven, which was not working. And the other thing I did was rehung the doors, the last one of which is being hung now. The glue is just drying on the pins. So, kitchen's okay, a bit bare, utilitarian. It's only got 3 cabinets on this side, and 3 cabinets on this side, but that's actually a lie because up there is a big space-eating ventilation shaft. I have fixed this overhead light. It wasn't mounted properly. I remounted it. I also upgraded the lighting to white LED, which makes it look a lot better. And this kitchen is starting to come together. But what's missing is somewhere to put the dishes. Mrs. Maker has an incredibly large collection of spices and other inputs. She likes to cook bread, so she has many different types of flour. And we noticed that this kitchen is, while quite nice for, say, a single guy, would be great, not working so great for a family. The other thing I did was this faucet was hooked up backwards, and there was this weird water filter that didn't work hooked up to this little spout, which I just shunted directly to cold water. I can shunt it directly to hot as well, should that ever be so desired. So, because the water is very hot coming out of the water heater, this tap was backwards when we first moved in, but that's all been fixed. And so slowly but surely I've been working out all the kinks in this little kitchen. This door should be mounted tomorrow. I'm going to finish that project tomorrow, I think. Should be just fine. And then the last thing I'm going to do is hang a very large painting outside of the window so we have a better view. Currently the neighbor's window's like 2 feet, 4 feet from the outside of this one, and just the back of their furniture is what we see. Okay, so what am I going to do today? Today, we're going to take a look at these corners. These corners are hard for Mrs. Maker to reach, and they're not all that useful. Going this way, we have coffee maker, kettle, that kind of stuff, and we've got a power receptacle there, which is nice. Nothing going on in this corner whatsoever. Sink, again, nothing going on in this corner. It's quite deep. And then we have the cooktop and the fan, and if you peek around the corner here, we have this little island, goes around the big circle, and then if you peek around this corner, we have some power over here. So we have power on both ends, basically. No power on the back wall, and it's far. Mrs. Maker's not a big person, so for her to reach from this corner all the way back to that corner is quite a chore. So what she's asked me to do is think about a way to make these back walls more useful. And I think I've come up with a good idea. I'm going to mount stainless steel panels to the back wall and put racks on there to hold dishes, thereby freeing up some valuable counter space and also pressure on the cabinets. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to mount 2 stainless steel panels in this side and 2 on that side. And if those stainless steel panels look nice enough, I will continue them along the back of this wall and along the back of this wall. If I do that, I am going to duplicate that light, what am I talking about? This power receptacle over in this corner. And I'm going to do the same on this side by duplicating this power receptacle over in maybe that corner. We'll see. We'll see if we have a need for that much power. But nobody wants to see power cords trailing across their countertops. If I do end up putting more stainless steel across the back, it will match the industrial stainless steel look of the kitchen. We have relocated the refrigerator. It's also kind of lurking in the background there. And of course we have the dishwasher, all of which is done in stainless steel. I think in the future this open area here will probably be covered by a stainless steel door. And of course this door is going to get put back on tomorrow, which you'll see in a subsequent video. After that, I think the kitchen will be fairly well in hand, and I can move my attention to other parts of the house, which are also in need of reconfiguration and customization. But the kitchen really is a nerve center of the house. A lot of stuff goes on there. Most importantly, my meals are prepared there. So I have a huge incentive to make sure that this area is an area that Mrs. Maker likes to be in and is ultra productive in. So that's the object for today. I'm going to put 2 stainless steel panels there, and I'm going to put 2 stainless steel panels there. Now these areas are not the same width. This is approximately 60 centimeters. I think it's 63, something like that. And over here it is closer to 70. So I have actually purchased 3 panels of 30 and 1 panel of 40. Let's see how these all mount up. They have to be mounted with great precision because things will look wrong if they don't hang right. So I'm going to have to be very careful in my measurements and very, very deliberate in terms of getting these things mounted correctly, spacing them out. The other thing, of course, is if I am going to be putting panels on the back walls in the future, panels aren't expensive, they're just very difficult to mount. I should leave allowance in these panels for those panels to overlap and make an invisible seam. So that's the other thing that we're going to try to accomplish today. Design it so if I do expand the stainless steel panel wall, it ends up looking right, not looking wrong, as so many things were. Originally when we came here, this cooktop was a half-size cooktop over a full-size oven. It just looked crazy. Now, of course, it looks normal. It looks like it was meant to be there and was always there. If I had my way, I might lift that oven a little tiny bit. It's awfully close to the floor, but I'm not going to worry about it. Mrs. Maker has asked me not to focus on that, to turn my attention to more important and pressing matters. The cabinet doors were not hanging straight. I've been working on straightening them out. And this was a mini fridge before. Of course, it's not useful for a family. For a bachelor, that's fine. You just got your curdled milk in there and a couple of beers. But for a family, no. You need a full-size fridge. So I repurposed this aperture for a dishwasher, and by so doing had to install a full set of plumbing and electrical, all of which worked out okay. So we're really ending up towards the final strokes of optimizing this kitchen. The only thing I can think of that's outstanding is the view and these stainless steel panels to try to increase the carrying capacity of this kitchen, but in keeping with its industrial, somewhat industrial, quasi-industrial look. So that's the project for today. We're going to try and get those panels on and see what we can do about putting something outside that back window, maybe as a finishing touch. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider subscribing, giving me a like, and leaving me a comment. I really enjoy making these videos, and I want to know from you how I can make them better. The whole point of these videos is to demonstrate that if I can do something, you can do it too. Well, that's it for now. So long, and remember, keep making.